Alrighty, starting the stream. Just checking to make sure everything's working. Excuse me. And you can see by the title we got there, continuing work on the Wacky Races reanimation concept art. Since Pandora and Penelope are twins, it was kind of easy to make the Pandora art. Let's see, Fresh Hook Robots here. Hello. Huggy's Life. And Charles Buchanan. For some reason it's not letting me link. Let me see. Charles Buchanan says, wonderful character, bro. She's gorgeous. She's about almost exactly the same as her sister Penelope. Quincy's here. Hello. All right. I think I'll actually link the animatic I've been talking about. Someone not too long ago actually asked what it was I was talking about. Let me check to make sure it's still on Vimeo. I also wanted to bring it up because someone yesterday was asking about the reanimation project, like if I was going to do the same exact script like that was in the animatic, which is it's kind of funny because, you know, it's a reanimation. We have to do like what's on the film. I guess they didn't like that Pandora, when she's 50 feet tall, is using like a lot of so-called woke language. There's the link, by the way, if you haven't seen the animatic for Attack the 50-Foot Pandora. But yeah, that's like part of the humor of the episode. It's like the person doesn't understand how comedy works. It's funny the way they're reacting to like what she's saying, not so much as the fact she's rampaging across the city. MC Cubed is here. Hello. So these are like the dress she's wearing in the animatic. It looks like she's wearing stretchy pants. She's wearing, I forget what they call this, like a shoulderless sleeve, something like that, for her top. And her hair looks like it's done up in a bouffant. So when I was looking for references for like this kind of outfit, it kind of made me think of Peggy Bundy from Married with Children. So I'm going to use that a little bit as inspiration for when I'm making her costume. Let's see, Grayson's here. Hi. Huggy's life is here. I'm not sure if I said hello. Phantoman, Pandora and Penelope are both beautiful sisters. They should have appeared together more often. Yeah. I actually rewatched the whole series, and I think they were together in like only a handful of episodes. And they were also some of my favorite episodes. I like the one where they get trapped in a video game. It's kind of like Mario Kart. There was also one that was like Greek mythology. And Pandora was the Medusa in that one. It's kind of sad. She didn't like being Medusa. And she didn't have the best ending in that episode either. Alright, so I basically made a copy of the Pandora assets I made, which is a copy of the Penelope assets I made. I just recolored it and made the eyes different. Also made a few adjustments to her outfit. I think Penelope has like a short little skirt thing going on here. Or maybe that's part of her jacket. And Pandora doesn't have that. So I'm going to take the copy and I'm going to first away trim the stuff we don't need, like the helmet, neckerchief thingy, these cuffs, and the shoes. I don't think we need to mess with them yet. We'll focus more on that when we get to that part of her outfit. Let's see. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need these things, I don't think. Alright. Just don't need the ponytail. Gonna have to redraw that part. Moto Neko is here. Hi Jack, wish I could stay, but it's heckin' late for me. Try and watch as much as I can. Not a problem, not a problem. Don't need this. Oh, I could recolor that. That could be her belly. Looks like she has a midriff going on there. What other little adjustments can I make before I start drawing new stuff? Right. And make this flesh colored here. Whoops. And I think her arms are going to be mostly bare, so I could start recoloring her arms. Alright. Roy Ocelot. Oh, you are starting part 2 already. Yeah, just starting on making the next concept art little bit here. I already got 2 out of 6 Wacky Racers, I want to say. These 2, Peter Perfect, IQ Ickley, Dastardly, and Muttley. Oh, there's so many more I have to do. The Gruesome Twosome. So it's going to be a lot of racers. And let me make sure the lines are connecting. Christian Atkins is here. Hello. Grocery Gang's Heroes. Mercedes is here. No, we mostly just started. Odo, I was mentioning not too long ago that I introduced you to Wacky Races and the spin-off series, The Perils of Penelope Pitstop. Yeah, the original series was pretty good, but I liked the new series too. They had some fun moments. I think Moto saw a few of the reboot episodes too, and I think the main criticism I heard was that they treated Dastardly like too badly. He got like way too much punishment. Camilla asks, "Will you watch Happy Tree Friends?" I don't think I could watch that series. I first saw it when I was in college. I'll get this. Oh, okay. I first saw it when I was in college, and it was like way too much for me. And then I remember watching a holiday special with my cousins around Christmas time, and it's like I could watch it, but like I wasn't entertained by it. It wasn't like really my thing. All right, I guess yeah, that's pretty good. What if I could copy and paste Penelope's feet so that I have less work to do later? Because I am lazy. Gian says, I remember these two. All of the characters they have to deserve punishment, but Dastardly didn't. I hate them too. I hate Happy Tree Friends. Not my thing. Not my cup of tea. Maybe hate's a strong word. Because from time to time I am a fan of certain super violence type series. Like Celebrity Deathmatch, when that used to be a pretty decent show. But yeah, Smiling Tree Friends didn't give me a lot to work with. Attack of the 50-foot Pandora. How shocking. Surprising. Eye-popping even. Oh, I love Snagglepuss. You got a few cameos in the show. That was nice of them. And Huckleberry Hound. Scrappy Doo also had some cameos on that show, but it was usually like to illustrate something awful. No love for Scrappy. Sad. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. I'm sure I've mentioned it to a bunch of friends. Scrappy, I don't think I had anything against Scrappy growing up. I enjoyed episodes with him in it when I was a kid. I remember going to like a video store, specifically picking out the the videos that had like Scrappy on the picture. I just I just thought he was a fun character when I was a kid. He doesn't deserve and will never deserve the hate. I agree. Oh, let's see here. Ray's here. I got 131 subscribers on my YouTube channel for today. I'll post my new videos and new drawing sketchbook of number 5. And Amazon Jackie on Twitter. Maxstar's going to really love it. I hope so, Ray. You prefer Ray or Henderson or Anthony? By the way, DA, I don't like Battle for Dream Island. What's Battle for Dream Island? that's what that is. I think I've seen some thumbnails for it. Jeremy's here. Hello, I'm sorry for late. It's not a problem. We started not too long ago. I'm just trying to catch up on chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. You did miss my fantastic Snagglepuss impression, so maybe look, check the video out and look at it, enjoy it. Firewolf the Wolfkin. I think Scrappy could have worked if he had more phobias than his uncle and Shaggy. You can't have too many cowards in, you know. Or else it'll be, like, annoying. He's supposed to be, like, the thing that balances them out. It's like, okay, my uncle and this dude, that's his best friend, they're cowards, but I'm brave and strong. He's got puppy power. Puppy power! Never caught on. Not a lot of people say puppy power. Captain Caveman now. I think his war cry is still pretty popular. I think that might have been my biggest complaint with the Scoob movie. Was it got kind of a weak Captain Caveman battle cry. Like the voice actor, you know, I'm sure he's a cool guy, but he could have done a more doofusy Captain Caveman cry. That's what I was. That's what I was paying to see. Big dopey Captain Caveman. There was a lot of other good jokes on that movie too, but the weak Captain Caveman battle cry just kind of just deflated the whole movie. I wonder what other Hanna-Barbera characters I can impersonate. I remember I had an English teacher that did like a really spot on Quick Draw McGraw. I can't do Quick Draw, but I'm just saying he did a really good one. Like if they were going to reboot it, I'd say find this guy. He can do a really good Quick Draw McGraw. I'll get back to in the comments. Just one more complaint. It's about the Jellystone cartoon. I liked all the characters, but I have to question the fact that Yogi Bear was a doctor. Like, if they were going to have all the bears in the hospital, why make Yogi a doctor? He could have been a physical therapist, which I think would have been more in his wheelhouse. He's basically just hanging around, telling people to exercise. He can do that. And I'm not, you know, saying that physical therapists don't know some stuff about medicine, just from what most people know and see about physical therapists. They're just there to like say, hey, do these exercises, and like give you a lot of support, you know, like emotional support. I think Yogi could have done that. Also, I wasn't too thrilled that El Kabong was the teacher. Like, maybe if it was Quick Draw McGraw as the teacher, and then he like did a costume switch to become El Kabong to fight crime, that would have made more sense. That's probably my two biggest complaints about the series. Everything else is pretty fun. I'm not gonna complain about it too much. Let's see, what did I miss? Proster is asking who dis. That's Pandora Pit Stop from the reboot, the 2017 reboot of Wacky Races. Mercedes is doing the Muttley laugh. Oh, I wish I could do the Muttley laugh. It's so good. I recently watched the Scoo movie, and while it has its flaws, I'm impressed that it had something that modern Scooby movies don't. It had actual heart. Yes, I love the heart. I love the passion. Rex Tom, Pandora eats people. Yes, but only because she's like not in her right mindset when she's doing that. She's not in her right 50s mindset. Are you going to do the toes? I haven't decided what kind of shoes she's going to wear. If she's going to be wearing heels or if they're going to be like open-toed. I guess I can draw her toes right for now after I finish the rest. Tammy with half fat beast body as Scrappy Rex. And Jeremy's being kind of strange, so I'm gonna have to do the timeout for 24 hours. Goodbye, Jeremy. See you in 24 hours. Firewolf, wouldn't it be funny if Penelope and Pandora gained weight for a sumo match? Not really their thing. And there was already an episode where they gained weight, which I thought was really funny. It's the episode where they're in Italy. And they're taking a literal pit stop in this little Italian village. And when they find out that they're Wacky Races, the Wacky Racers. Oh, maybe that Buffon's too big. They throw a celebration and they're just basically shoveling food into their mouths. It was so funny. Basically every Italian or Italian American stand-up comedian I've heard, that's like a huge thing with Italian culture. It's just a lot of food for celebration. Anyway, in the episode, basically they keep getting drawn into these huge banquets, and all the wacky racers end up like really big, really plump. It's hilarious. Not sure what characters I would nominate for a sumo match. One thing I do remember thinking of that I might want to try sometime is maybe someone like Chun-Li wanting to like be a sumo wrestler like E Honda. I kind of have to study a little bit more about Street Fighter, because I do want a character who's going to be using their normal moveset but with like a sumo wrestler bod. I kind of want to see what would look more funny. But that's just an idea in the back of my head. You know, I had a feeling that this live stream would get wacky. Indeed. It is I, that hero of heroes, El Caban. I can't do the El Caban voice. Which means I can't do the Meta Knight voice. Wasn't that just the most perfect voice for Meta Knight? If anyone out there has ever watched Kirby Right Back at Ya. Was it Right Back at You or Back at? Yeah, I loved. I think I loved all the voices on that. I'm trying to think back. It was just like a really great wacky set of voices. Um, King Dedede sounded like Foghorn Leghorn for some reason. Meta Knight sounded like Antonio Banderas. And Escargot sounded like kind of like Roger from American Dad. Or the Hooded Claw, if you're familiar with The Perils of Penelope Pitstop. I forget the name of the comedian or actor that they're impersonating. But yeah, pretty good voices. I rewatched that series a few years ago, like from start to finish. Pretty good, but I'll say that the episode with the snowman, I forget what his name is. Oh, what's his name? It's a pretty sad episode. Just a warning if you decide to watch it. Firewolf the Wolfkin. I don't like do the thing where it's just like, okay, how about this character? How about this character? It's got to be something. I try to keep it organic to the character, and or like come up with something that's clever and unique. I think my favorite cartoon I've seen with characters randomly turning into sumos was Cat Dog. They go to the all-you-can-eat buffet. Rancid Rabbit's all-you-can-eat buffet, and it turns out it's like, like a scam. Like what Rancid Rabbit usually does. But they ended up eating so much that they got big old bodies, and like the end of the episode is just a sumo match with them and Rancid. It's just like perfect. Probably one of my favorite episodes in the series. A rare Cat Dog win. There's like lots of supporting characters in the restaurant. And it's just fun seeing them eat so much food. It always makes me hungry when I watch that episode. But the best way, if you have a character in mind that you would like to see in sumo form, why not check out our Patreon? If you are in the $20 tier, you can request art like that. We don't just make regular art for our requests, we make animation assets like this. So anything you request can possibly be used for an animation later on. So check us out. Give me $20 and I'll draw you something. Yay! I need to talk with Cubo about making a jingle for my Patreon. I can't get this shape just right. Oh, we got some Brazil representation here. Oteciano Junior. What else did I miss? Thought King Dedede sounded like someone from New York or New Jersey. Possibly. I'd have to rewatch it again. I just remember he kind of had like a bit of a southern drawl. It just made me think of Foghorn Leghorn. Paul Lynn, he also voiced Templeton. Oh! I did not... oh, that was the actual guy. That's pretty cool. Oh, Charlotte's Web makes me sad when I see it. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was the actual guy doing that voice. That's pretty cool. Now I have to watch that movie again and just look at all the Templeton parts. Good old Templeton. He was like a kid in a candy store eating all that carnival food. Or was that a county fair? Same difference, I guess. I might need to do some shading or lighting tricks so that this part of the bouffant doesn't disappear into the rest. Such dark colors. Sumo Enchanted Evening. Yes, that's the one. Oh my god, and they had the perfect title for it too. Matthew Smith says, love the hair. She's definitely going for big hair. Maybe it could use a little less volume, though bigger hair is funnier hair. For cartoons, at least. Let's see, Anthony, always take your time and do your thing. You're the best animator. You're a really nice person. I love to be an artist, cartoonist, fan art. Thank you. I wish I could say I was the best animator. I definitely have seen some animations that make me want to aspire for greater things. But I'll say that the level of animation I want to like really perfect is like for video games. It's like really my biggest passion. So I don't think my my animations like for the channel are going to be really super amazing compared to a lot of the stuff I've seen, but hopefully for video games I'll be able to rise to some great levels. I do have some ideas I'm playing with for original video game, so it will take time. That is sort of my aspiration. What am I gonna do about this hair? I could try and do what they do on Danny Phantom, which is they sort of give the hair like an inner outline, if that makes sense. Let me see. I think that'll actually look good. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll have to do it on the bouffant too, so that this doesn't get confused for like a hair bow or something like that. Hairband. I'll be off now. Take care. Later, Moto. Which Hanna-Barbera cartoon was your first you've ever watched? Mine was Adam, Ant, and Top Cat. Oh, that one's pretty easy, actually. I would have to say that is Scooby-Doo. And I remember the episode too. It was the one with the 10,000 watt ghost, I think is what it was called. Which also ended up being my favorite ghost. Or ghost costume. Just because of how scary it is and how supervillain-esque it is. And that's actually something I really like, is characters or villains that have like electricity powers. I don't know, they just look like really cool. Just the way it gets animated sometimes. Alright, I think I got her hair down. Not sure if I should add some lines to it. Let's try. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Maybe it doesn't need it on the big part of the bouffant, but right here, I think it looks good. This was a pretty simple design. Oh, I think I'll make this pink, and I'll make hers purple. I think that'll work. Let me see. 'Cause I noticed she has a, I don't know what you call that, neckerchief? Necco wafers? Wilt stuck in a giant sneaker. Poor Wilt. Stuck in a stinky sneaker. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Sarah from The Witch's Ghost is your favorite Scooby-Doo villain. That's pretty cool. The Witch's Ghost. It always has to be a ghost. I like the witch from, yeah. The Witch's Ghost. What did I want to do? Oh, I was looking at references, and I saw some for a 50s cartoon character called Little Dot. I don't know, maybe polka dots would look good on Pandora. Let me see. And so I made a copy of the shape here. I'm going to turn this into a single shape. I'm going to make this into a mask. So I'm going to have a layer below that. So mask layer, the layer that's going to be masked. Let's make that a mask. And let's make this transparent so it's easier to see what's going on. And let me try adding some purple polka dots. Let's see how that looks. Make her outfit a little less plain. Just copy and paste. Alright, it's looking pretty good. Maybe change this to a different shade of purple. I should have her belly button showing. Redbeard's ghost. Because I'm a sucker for pirates, says Firewolf. Yeah, pirates are pretty cool. I mean, the romanticized pirates. Real pirates were kind of jerks. Yeah, pirate adventure is pretty fun. Friend complains a lot about One Piece, and the complaint I hear the most from him is that that they're not like real pirates. They're more like adventurers than pirates. Like they did maybe one piratical thing, but that was it. I think it's the episode when they're in Skypiea and they're like leaving and they steal something that they think is super valuable. Don't you believe it? Oh my god, that was so scary when I saw that as a kid. There's that weird voice. Was that the one with the mouse? Like the little albino mouse that had swallowed some nitroglycerin or something like that? Black polka dots look pretty cool. Maybe I'll do black polka dots and a different color for the stretch pants. See how that looks. That looks better, but should the top be lighter or should the pants be lighter? Oh yeah, this definitely looks better. All right. Yeah, I think this'll work. Just need to decide on what she's wearing, footwear wise. I mean, I guess we can go with simple black heels. Look at some of the references I found. For the references I found, besides Little Dot, there was also an episode of Tough Puppy where Kitty Catswell was dressed like Peggy Bundy for some reason. I was using that. And I was also using Midge from the Arm Locks and Ham Hocks episode of Dexter's Lab. Because she has a really cool looking bouffant. Yeah, I'm looking at these references, these art references off screen, and it looks like some black heels will probably be the way to go. So I will design that real quick. Put the heel up. Laser Luke's favorite ghost is the space kook. That's kooky, man. That's why. What a name for a character, the space kook. I know, and that kind of dates the episode because that's some slang from the day, I believe. It's kooky, man. But yeah, the space kook did have a pretty cool design, not gonna lie. Actually reminds me of those ghosts in Super Metroid. That little bonus area. It's like a crashed spaceship, and it's just filled with like lost souls and like, these weird robots. Yeah, Space Kook has a fun design. Fun colors, too. I'm not gonna hate the Space Kook for looking cool. Gonna finish fairly early, I think. So maybe I'll make a quick alternate version for like when she's 50 feet tall, which I don't think it changes much for um, her outfit design. Maybe like a little tear here and there. Um, oh yeah, I think she has glowing eyes too. Glowing green eyes. He can walk through walls. He was much more unique than the other guys. It was then that he knew what he had to do. He had to stop all the ghosts from coming through, flying through. I forget what it was. Yeah, the heels was a good choice, I think. Maybe I need to heighten them up a little bit more. And let's just copy and paste to make my life easier. Work smarter, not harder, as they say. All right. So there we go. We have another bit of concept art ready to go. A couple more characters to do. Not sure who I'll work on next. Maybe Peter Perfect. Get all the main racers out of the way. Let's see, did I miss anything? I'll see you later. I'll post my sketch of Kitty. Oh, you did Kitty Catswell and Dudley Puppy. Love your videos and good luck. Thank you, Fernie. And Fernie, sorry. Do Dastardly next. Maybe I will. If I do Dastardly, though, I have to do Muttley, too. I can't keep those two apart. That would be cruel. Muttley, this is all your fault. Where's the giant aspect? Well, this is for now just concept art. This is for a reanimation I want to do uh, using um, the animatic for Attack of the 50-Foot Pandora. And since it's just in animatic form, before I do before I get started on announcing the reanimation and having all that information out, I want to do concept art for people, since you know the animatic, it's basically just sketches. There's not like any artwork that I've been able to find for like what the color scheme is, what they're wearing. So just making some concept art. I guess the giant aspect is that these are characters for a size themed episode. Alright. It's coming along smoothly. Yeah, like I said, I guess I can make the really quick, like what she would look like when she's 50 feet tall. Which I don't think will be very much different. It's basically glowing green eyes. Maybe this thing ripped off. Looks like her feet melted. That's just what happens when you wear heels for too long, I guess. I might redraw these feet later to more match how they look on the show, but give the old college try. Oops, too big. Start with. There we go. I like that post you put on Twitter. Oh, the fan art that we got. Yeah, I think Naaman, Address Withheld, really liked some of the 50-foot vegetarian stuff we've been putting out. And inspired that art that they made, and that in turn inspired an idea for a cutscene. I'm thinking after Lisa's first rampage, maybe she shrinks back down, returns back home, doesn't really remember what happened, and Bart could agitate her, and that makes her get big, and then that could proceed to the next level. Should be downtown Springfield, where all the restaurants are. I'm sure there's some restaurants that Lisa would not approve of. And, you know, Krusty Burger's done some shady things. you need to make the pinky toe a little bit more pinky. Whoop. Let's see how that looks. Alright, I think that'll work. Ronald is asking if I want spaghetti. 4 toes, thank you. See, that's why I gotta check the feet. The feet! What was that character from King Julian and those Sue movies? I can't believe I forgot the name of the series. I remember King Julian. I remember the Penguins of Madagascar. It's Madagascar. I knew a kid in elementary whose family came from Madagascar. Class clown type. Nice guy. I remember for a talent show, we've been given numbers and letters. Okay. For when the performance was supposed to be done or something like that. I think he got 6E. And when they called 6E, he said, "Yes, I'm sexy." I swear, I thought in my mind, did they feed him that line? Did they do that on purpose just so he could say that? Let's see. Wilt turns into Little P because Little P's has the same voice actor. Oh, I didn't know that. Phil Lamar is a very talented fella. I was surprised learning his acting roles. He was in a lot of Mad TV sketches, and he was also in Pulp Fiction. I guess you can say Gloria the Hippo is one of the first body-positive female characters. I guess you could say that. There has to be a few others. Am I missing something? I guess he's gonna get torn up a little bit. Cube, did you just drop in so you can listen to your own music? Hee. Yeah, that's true, crazed core, but it did lead to some pretty memorable scenes with the cleaner. Was the cleaner Quentin Tarantino? I forget if that was his character in the movie. Yeah, fun movie. I remember watching it with a friend in, I think it was high school. He really loved violent movies. I think that's gonna do it for today. Was she supposed to look this week? It's too much like little elf boots. Alrighty, not sure what I'm gonna work on tomorrow. Either something I need to animate for Patreon, or I'll look at one of my folders, project folders, see like if there's a scene I could work on. But yeah, gonna wrap up right now. So I'll see if I'll really quick take a look, see if I missed any important comments. Let's see. Why is her eyes glowing green? This would be Pandora when she's 50 feet tall. From what I saw in the animatic, she's got glowing eyes. So yeah, this is her normal size. This is her when she's super gigantic. I can imagine her having like Doug Dimmadome styled hair that just reaches off screen. Fosters. Don't think I'm ready to start that project just yet. There's a bunch of other projects I want to wrap up before I tackle something big like that, and that's definitely going to be something that's going to take some time, is all I'm going to say. Yes, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I think they mentioned him in a recent episode of the Fairly Odd Parents reboot. Yeah, I think they're doing like a Founders Day thing. And yeah, there's a statue of him. He does the line. Doug's son became evil, just like his dad. I don't remember Doug Dimmadome being super evil. He did play the antagonist from time to time. Like when he wanted to tear down Timmy's dad's cherished memories and build a mega mini mall. Alright, we got some concept work done today. Thank you everyone for dropping in. Sorry if I missed anything. Oh, I'm noticing Lewis dropped in. Evil Penelope. No, Pandora is her twin. She's a little bit more persnickety. But I wouldn't say she's evil. Though, in a few episodes she did do some, cheats. So I think that's her main motivation in the series, is just trying to win against her sister. Who wants to play Burnout Revenge for the PS2? And you're gonna be drinking some diet soda while you're doing that? Alright everyone, thanks for dropping in. I'll try to stream tomorrow. Not sure what I'll do. Thanks again, thanks for the comments, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!